Nigel's outburst leaves Lily upset in EastEnders, as Charli is labelled a mistake. As soap fans are aware, Julie and Phil Mitchell are currently caring for Nigel, whose health is rapidly deteriorating. Since returning to Albert Square at Christmas, viewers have seen the 90s icon at his lowest point, following a diagnosis of young-onset dementia. Struggling increasingly with his memory, he has confused two Walford children for his stepdaughter Claire, and even mistook Gene Slater for his ex-wife Debbie during VE Day celebrations. Earlier this week, Nigel asked Oscar Branning for help in locating the late Dot Cotton. Meanwhile, Julie and Phil have found themselves constantly at odds, disagreeing over the best approach to support him, with Julie clearly reaching her limit. She realizes she's overstretching herself and trying to do too much. In tonight's episode, a power cut hits Walford High, prompting Julie to offer tutoring to Lily. Poor Lily has had a difficult period recently, especially after her mother Stacey decided to move to Brazil. Things seemed to be going smoothly, until Nigel walked in. He began reminiscing about the past, claiming Lily reminded him of a schoolgirl he once knew, and added that she was a bit of a hussy herself. He then suggested that Lily's life would get better if she corrected the mistake she had made when she was younger. Tragically, he was referring to her baby daughter, Charli. Although Lily was aware of Nigel's condition, she initially tried to brush off her feelings when Julie reassured her that he didn't mean it. Despite this, Nigel's words left Lily questioning whether he might actually believe what he said, and whether others might think the same. When Lily got home early, Kat comforted her, reminding her that Nigel had no malicious intent. Meanwhile, Jean decided to confront Julie to figure out exactly what had happened. Julie finally broke down when Jean arrived. Clearly overwhelmed, she is carrying more than she can manage, and it's taking a toll on her. With Phil away visiting his daughter Louise, Julie has become Nigel's main carer, and now realizes she may have overextended herself by helping Lily. Over a much-needed cup of tea, she opened up about her struggles with caring for loved ones, admitting that she feels isolated. Having left Scotland to return to Albert Square, she feels she has no support network. Thankfully, Jean was there to reassure her, reminding her that she's just across the road if Julie ever needs to escape or take a break. Will Julie be able to cope with everything on her plate? EastEnders spoilers reveal Harry's heartbreaking fate after shocking cliffhanger. Next week's EastEnders episodes promise more heartbreak for Harry Mitchell, as spoilers reveal his ordeal continues. Fans were left distraught in tonight's episode when Harry broke down in tears after Oki refused to release him, despite Ravi's instructions. The chaos began after Ravi and Oki discovered a secret camera in Kojo's flat, planted by Harry's father, Teddy. Harry has been held hostage ever since, with his family believing he's in Cardiff with Kojo. Meanwhile, Gina was left visibly upset when Harry failed to contact her, fearing he had forgotten about her. In frustration, she decided to find a new side piece and headed to Harry's barn, where she unexpectedly ran into Oki. The pair drank together and flirted, with Gina later asking for Oki's number, much to her younger sister Anna's dismay. That same night, Oki revealed everything to a heartbroken Harry, leaving him in tears. As Ravi left for a holiday with Ivani, he instructed Oki to release Harry, saying he had served his time and learned his lesson, and also told him to bring Kojo back from Cardiff. But power-hungry Oki refused. He told a devastated Harry, "Ravi's told me to let you go, but Ravi's not in charge anymore. I am, and I think it's best if you stay put." Terrified, Harry whispered, "What are you going to do to me?" Oki coldly replied, "I don't know yet. Maybe if I hook up with Gina, it will help me decide," before walking away, leaving Harry sobbing and pounding on the door, shouting, "Leave Gina alone." Spoilers confirm the darkness continues for Harry. Tomorrow, Oki keeps him locked up and stirs further distress when he announces plans to go on a date with Gina. Although the pair share a drink, Gina later confides in Anna, both worrying about Harry's well-being. Unable to cope, Harry turns to drugs to escape the emotional torment as Oki continues manipulating him. Next week, the tension escalates further for Harry and Kojo. George grows concerned about Kojo's whereabouts, prompting Oki to order Harry to call him. Harry reluctantly agrees but warns Kojo to run. When Oki discovers this, he becomes furious and demands Harry summon Kojo back to the handlers. Harry refuses, leading Oki to issue a chilling threat. Meanwhile, Teddy heads to Cardiff in search of his son, but Harry's nightmare worsens when Kojo unexpectedly returns to the flat. Ross kicked out in EastEnders, as Joel called a monster, in early BBC iPlayer release. Ross Marshall is now homeless, following his son Joel's horrific attack on Vicky Fowler. Last week, Vicky confronted Joel over his misogynistic behaviour, and the conversation quickly escalated. In a fit of rage, Joel first punched a wall, then struck Vicky herself, knocking her to the floor. He didn't stop there. He filmed her on his phone as he kicked her, while she lay terrified and unable to move. When Vicky fled to the Vic for safety, Joel asked Tommy Moon to hide him in the Slaters' garage. Back at home, Ross discovered the full extent of his son's actions when he found the footage of the attack. Shocked, he reported Joel to the police. As Joel was taken away, Ross looked on without emotion. Ross backtracks on supporting Vicky. In yesterday's episode, Sharon Watts warned Ross to set his priorities straight. Vicky must come first, not his abusive son Joel. She also made it clear that if Joel were ever released, he would not be welcome in her home. Ross agreed, but during a hospital visit, he was unsettled when Vicky called Joel a psychopath. The harsh description clearly affected him, prompting Ross to visit the police station to watch Joel's interview from a distance. Joel claimed the assault was an accident, saying he only shoved Vicky and knocked her down. He then shockingly wished his father dead, revealing his true character and horrifying Ross. Vicky furious at Ross's actions. In tonight's episode, Vicky discovered that Ross had gone to see Joel and was furious, feeling utterly betrayed after his earlier promise to support her. Desperate to prove his loyalty, Ross confessed that he was the one who reported Joel to the police. There was a problem, however. Vicky had no idea that he had filmed her during the attack. She was horrified, calling Ross evil and a monster. When he suggested they could move on, she firmly rejected the idea, saying she couldn't be part of a family that included Joel. Later, Ross returned home to find Zach Hudson and Kathy Beale packing his bags. Vicky wanted him out. By the time she returned from the hospital, Ross was sitting on the street corner with bin bags full of his belongings. Could this be the end of Ross's time in Walford? EastEnders airs Mondays to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.